TNT show. I'm Kira, this is Matt, and this is G. We're sponsored by Performance Guards. The Batman vs. Superman movie is coming out. Are you totally stoked? Because I know I am. So, Batman versus Superman movie is also giving way into like the Justice League of America kind of thing, you know, like introducing much more of the universe, like, and as well as a Wonder Woman movie. Are you guys looking forward to this?
Oh, for sure. I'm not one of the people that is quick to get upset about too much content. You know, to my mind, if they make too many superhero movies, there will also be a lot of good ones. Even if there are some bad ones coming out, I'm still okay with that. You know, if they make too many superhero movies, that's okay because I'll just enjoy the good ones. It's like a comedy. You watch Dumb and Dumber, and they throw 1,000 jokes out, and if only half of those are funny, you still laughed 500 times during a movie. Mm-hmm. So maybe you do have to wade through some Fantastic Fours and some Green Lanterns, and you know, generally I'm just interested in pretty much every decent character having their own movie. Sure, I'm willing to try out just about anybody because, you know, I was not at all interested in the Ant-Man movie, and I loved it. It was a great film. I'm really happy that I went and saw it, and so I think they should just go for it.
The DC Universe certainly has the opportunity now to let this be their Avengers springing off point. Mm-hmm. I'm also in the same group that superhero movies is a genre of movies like every other genre of movie, so there can be a bunch of them. Nobody was mad because there was too many westerns. Like, western's just a style of movie that they make a bunch of different things on. You know, there's chase movies, there are action movies. And the nice thing is superhero movies can be a little bit of the different ones depending on who you have in there and the characters, and there's so many long-time stories, and there's so many fantastical elements that don't exist in movies. I mean, the Doctor Strange movie, which is not DC, but just the thought of having a Doctor Strange movie that's not an animated movie is amazing. And we're going to have Aquaman in a movie, in a live-action movie. That's pretty amazing.
It's gutsy.
Yeah,
First time ever Wonder Woman.
Yeah, the fact that we're going to have an actual Wonder Woman movie, that's the last barrier. Like, when they advertise the Avengers, it's like, oh, and there's also Black Widow. You know, like, oh, here's the toys. Oh, and there's also Black Widow here. Like that's the next step that we need to get to, because they do a pretty good job in those movies having minority actors, having, you know, it's just that the females are underrepresented.
Yeah,
I agree.
And so Wonder Woman movie will be hopefully a good jump off point to say there's viable movie, the Wasp movie, and there's viable characters that we can run behind that don't have to be accessories to main characters.
And that's kind of true of comic books historically, where it's a male-dominated genre where usually you have a male character as the first character, and then you have the female versions. You have Superman, who starts out, and then Supergirl, and you have Batman, and then you have Batgirl. Yep. But Wonder Woman is kind of a unique character.
I don't think you've ever known anyone like me.
She's not...
She has Wonder Girl, but...
Right. Wonder Boy, Wonder Man.
Is there a Wonder Boy? I don't think so.
Jack Black's version.
Oh, God. I'm really, really hoping this is going to be a good movie, because if this is a good movie, it's going to open a great way for a lot of DC Universe movies to go forward. I want it to be good so bad. It's time for the TNT round. Roll the dice of destiny.
You get to roll.
I get to roll it.
Thanks for filling in
Yay!
here for us.
Die of Destiny.
14.
That was a good roll, though.
Dang it.
Had a lot of body.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama.
I have
roll.
practice with, D&D.
Try again next week, everybody.
That's right.
True.
Try again.
Next week.
You want to go ahead and show off the prize?
I do. Ta-da!
Ta-da! We have a Yoshi plush, and we also have some Legend of Zelda Orange Sword Sours. Just this container I want to have on my desk just for like paper clips or whatever. That's like awesome. You eat the sours and then you have the sweetest container ever. So good luck.
Agree. Time to draft.
Yay! Red team gets T.S. Carter 87. I hope that's not a high school, because that's a lot of gifts to give
I
out.
want a T.S. Carter 87.
I mean, you can't have one. I have all of the T.S. Carters, all 87 of them.
I have one to spare.
Nope.
The blue team has drafted David R. Congratulations, David R.
Welcome.
Welcome to the winning team.
Ready for your first question?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Now this is going to cause a lot of flame wars in the comments, but Batman versus Superman.
Just drop it like that. Just Batman
There
versus
it is.
Superman.
There it is. Obviously, we have a lot of history of characters and everything to go through, but I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use pre-crisis Superman, the Superman that could fly around the world and travel through time. That Superman is going to win.
Yes.
That's the Superman that could fly into the sun and could just do anything that the writers needed to do. So it's cheating, but that's okay. I'm going to choose ultra powerful Superman. Superman that most of my friends hate when they think about why they don't like Superman.
Yeah.
That Superman.
There's no
That's the
drama
one.
because there's nothing at stake.
No, except for when Lex finds some kryptonite, because there's always kryptonite around. Other than
Right.
that, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm with Frank Miller on this one. There is a condition. I mean, if the two of them just bump into each other
Right.
and they decide let's throw down
Yeah.
like right now, and then it just ends. Just one punch and Batman's done.
But the nice
Yeah.
thing is there's no way that Batman gets in a situation where that fight happens.
no, there's not
without-
because he sees it
Him
coming.
being prepared.
And so if Batman has any time to prepare, he's gonna win somehow. That's just
Kryptonite
his
ring.
character. That's just, kryptonite suit. He had
Yeah.
kryptonite injected in his veins. He would do something. Kryptonite contacts. He would do something that would.
Well, there's that great line in the Justice League animated series where he like takes out the kryptonite ring and Wonder Woman makes the comment, "Do you always carry that around?" He goes, "Call it an insurance plan."
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
literally always carrying kryptonite on him.
Yeah, because you just never know when Superman's gonna go all injustice and
Right.
Yeah.
become a villain. And Batman can defeat any character in any comics universe if he has the time to prepare. And Superman can go back in time if he wants to. Batman will still see it coming.
It's true. And what did the people say?
We're here at Level Up Gaming in Oceanside, California. Who, flashback, you may remember this lovely face. Someone that watches the show here live at BlizzCon.
Yeah, she's the first person besides my mom, I think, that's seen this show.
Katie Oliver. I am the assistant manager.
Oh, my name's Anthony Martinez, and I'm the manager at Level Up Gaming, the place where everybody can just geek out.
It's Level Up Gaming, Oceanside, and then Instagram as well. You can find us through Facebook for that.
Wandering in here as a gamer and a person that likes to nerd out, this place is awesome. So it's a very cool store. Definitely get a chance to check it out. Batman versus Superman. Who should win?
Batman. Sorry, Batman. Like, no hesitation, Batman. I mean, I know Superman has the strength and the invulnerability and everything, but he's allergic to a stone.
I like Batman, so I have to go with Batman.
Batman.
Not even a blink.
Because all you have to do is throw a rock at Superman.
Batman as well, because Batman doesn't need superpowers to kick butt.
It probably should be Superman, but I'm going with Batman. All that heart and technology.
Okay, I'm definitely going to say Batman just because with enough resources and enough time, he can beat any superhero and supervillain.
Superman should win, but that's because he's lame and he's just kind of designed to win everything. On the other hand, if Batman has kryptonite, then he wins that.
And the winner is Batman.
As he always is.
As he always
right.
is, because
Because Batman.
it's because I'm Batman.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Question number 2: Iron Man versus Captain America.
So for this one, I know it's kind of reversing things, but I'm really just gonna have to go with Iron Man. Iron Man's not only technologically superior, I mean, pretty much in just about any arena, Iron Man's got much more at his disposal than Captain America does. Captain America has one piece of absolute invulnerability, which is his shield. Iron Man has an entire suit of it. Iron Man can fly, so he can create distance, he can create space, and he can just rain down bombs on Captain America. I mean, his shield works well if you're being shot at, but if the ground is being blown up underneath you, there's nowhere to go. And they give Captain America a lot of credit of being agile, but but generally speaking, he's got so many vulnerabilities compared to Iron Man's very few, and you know, I think Iron Man just walks away with that one. Not to mention the fact that Tony Stark is just he's ingenious, he's brilliant. He's not necessarily as tactically smart as Captain America, but he would be smart enough to know which fights he could win and which ones he couldn't, and if he couldn't, he would just run away.
I'm going to tell you why I think Captain America will win, and it's that last part that you said I think is the wrong part. Captain America has always had the ability to talk Tony into his fight.
Sucker.
Always had the ability to talk Tony into fighting Captain America's fight and not to fly around and shoot and fight the noble hand-to-hand. And also while talking him into, this is the reason why we're fighting, why I'm standing my ground. And Tony's brain works to the point where he would think about all these different things. Yeah, he's too smart. And Cap would just, and I'm also going to invoke the Rocky clause where Cap just wouldn't go down.
America.
Like Cap just, he is America. You just fight and fight and fight and fight. And
stubborn.
I think the only way that Iron Man would be able to really stop Cap is to kill him. And I think Cap could just get Iron Man to stop just because of their friendship, because of their long time, because of whatever they're fighting for. And so he would just bring the fight to a level that he can manage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see that.
Be like the Punisher in Civil War. He just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Just Captain America just has the moral advantage, and you just can't defeat him.
Tap out.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
That's tough.
Let's see what the fans think.
Captain America has the strength, but I don't know, Iron Man, I feel, could adapt towards that. And my son is in love with Iron Man and wants to be him when he grows up, so Iron Man.
Captain America. I like Captain America.
Oh man. Probably Iron Man. Oh man, I don't know. Oh god, I didn't study.
I don't know, more of a Captain America on this one. He's so pretty.
Girls like guys with shields. Noted.
Yo, Captain America, my bae. I'm going Captain America.
Iron Man has the edge there, just because Captain America's old. You know, he's a geezer, let's be honest.
Okay, Cap, like real talk, Cap is sick, but I love me some Tony Starks. Like he's got the money, the women, and the passion. He's a smooth talker. I love him.
About passion.
Yo.
You want to talk about Captain America's passion for America?
Okay.
Talk about
Iron
a
Man.
people fighter, dude.
Okay.
He fights for the people.
I'm gonna
That
stick with Tony though.
And the winner is Captain America Red Team.
USA. USA.
All right, guys.
Tiebreaker
Ready for the tiebreaker? Okay. Sherlock versus Doctor.
Oh boy. I'm going to go with Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is my favorite literary character. I used to just sit and read all the short stories from Sherlock because he was, and I'm not taking movie Sherlock because, as Paul F. Tompkins, the comedian, said, we had Guy Ritchie did the Sherlock Holmes movies, and he couldn't think of how to make Sherlock Holmes smart. So all Sherlock Holmes really could do was be able to project the ability to fight better. Right. Like hand-to-hand fight better. Sherlock Holmes in the comic books was a great fighter, but he also just was he was a cheat level. He was like a supercomputer brain, except for his faults, which were a few, especially his drug use and such, which his vulnerability is, I think. But he's another one that would try to put the fight on his level, try to make the fight plan it out to where he's got the advantage, and then work from there.
I'd have to side with the Doctor on this one. For one, he's got so much more experience than Sherlock Holmes has, and Sherlock would be able to figure out a lot about the Doctor just from meeting him, right?
Yeah.
But that would also be terribly confusing to him.
Wow.
Because he would start figuring out where he's from. Wait.
Yeah.
Where he's been.
There's
Wait.
some otherworldly
What
stuff.
he's done.
Yeah.
Who he
Wait.
knows. You know, and all of these facts would completely confuse Sherlock Holmes because he wouldn't be able to assimilate it into one character because the Doctor's been everywhere and every time and done everything.
Right.
And so I think that would just be bewildering for him. But then also, Doctor, he's got a physical advantage too, in that even if Sherlock manages to kill the Doctor, he's just going to regenerate and come back swinging.
That's true.
So and maybe regenerate into a young tough or something like that, and then. What's Sherlock going to do? He's eventually he's going to wear him down. He's got several regenerations left before he's done. And, I think the Doctor would definitely hold his own.
Probably gonna go with Sherlock Holmes. He'll figure it out.
I'm gonna vote for the Doctor on that one.
Sherlock Holmes? I don't really like the Doctor.
We're bridging apart.
Or I know Sherlock Holmes a bit more than the Doctor, but I know that the Doctor has a lot of resources with like time and knowledge. And I can't decide. Okay, I'll say Sherlock too. I don't know. I'm a bandwagon it. All right.
Who is the Doctor? Yeah, let's go with Sherlock Holmes. Because to me, the Doctor doesn't exist.
Oh gosh, that's so painfully hard. I grew up on Sherlock Holmes. I watched all of the Doctors. I feel like they would just run in and out of the TARDIS though, and fool each other. So, I don't know. Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes on all the other Doctors, but the ninth Doctor, definitely, by far, yeah. But the 10th, not so much.
And the winner is Sherlock.
Whoa! All right.
I would have gone Doctor.
Wow. I probably would have too.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations, Red Team. Before we guys sign out, I have one final question for you.
Okay.
Which is more powerful, George Clooney's chin or Ben Affleck's chin?
Oh, wow.
There's no time.
I think that's an even matchup right there.
It might be kind of like a 50-50 sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna go with Clooney because I like the guy.
I like
he's
Clooney,
got
yeah.
some suave to him.
I mean, Ben Affleck's chin is fantastic too, but George Clooney, he never ages.
Not Mallrats Ben Affleck, but more like Chasing Emmy Ben Affleck. I can see I'm over George Clooney's Batman any day.
George Clooney? I have to go with George Clooney, but there's a superhero with a more powerful chin called the Crimson Chin, if anyone remembers him from the Fairy Odd Parents. So I have to say the Crimson Chin wins.
I think all chins are created equal.
What if we throw Jay Leno into the mix? What happens?
Jay Leno.
Oh God.
Jay Leno, for sure.
Jay
Like,
Leno's chin's
that's-
gonna be the meteorite that ends the world.
Group hugs.